Well, it's Uncommon Fossil, and they want to present an upgraded version of their Regieleki VMAX starter deck. I have kept these upgrades very budget-friendly. I will mention some ways that you could make it even better if you have the cards already or want to spend some more resources. And I'm not going to go over really the cards I pulled out of the deck, but rather going over the cards I added in. So first and foremost, added in a Radiant Greninja. This is, I believe you already should have this anyway. I believe it's in one of the starter decks. But even if not, it's a super, super good card. It is probably the best of the Radiant Pokemon, the most versatile concealed cards ability. You discard an energy from hand and draw 2 cards. It's the only engine this deck has. Before adding Radiant Greninja, the deck had no engine, and that certainly is a negative. So this makes the deck function better, and we have lots of energy, so don't worry about the discarding the energy. And we do have more ways now to recover energy too, as I've upgraded the deck. And then the other card Pokemon we've added is Miraidon EX. So it's a little more expensive. It's 600 credits, I think, crafted if you don't have it already. If you were playing live back when Scarlet and Violet first dropped earlier this year, then this was on the Battle Pass, and you already have Miraidon EX. So you have those already. If you don't, though, it's a good card because its attack and its ability. Crafting too is well worthwhile. So what is it? It's a 220 basic EX. It's got a very solid attack, and you will attack with it in this deck. 3 energy, Photon Blaster does 220 damage, but it can't attack again the following turns. You'll have to switch, either double switch with it or switch into a different attacker. But 220 is a number, obviously, that one-shots a lot of basic Vs and EXs, so a very good number there. And it's got tandem unit ability. That's part, this makes it so good. And it really, this deck then sets up much better than before. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic lightning Pokemon and put them onto your bench, shuffle your deck. So, you know, it does searches for any 2 basics, only lightning type, so it's really in lightning decks. But so it's like essentially Battle VIP Pass, this ability. But even better than Battle VIP Pass, you can use this ability any turn after the first turn as well. So super, super good. And then I will just say I've kept in these 2 Zeraoras. This is the only of the single prize Pokemon in the original deck. It is a pivot. You don't really want to attack with it. If you already have more Miraidon EX, because I think you got at least 3, maybe 4 from the Battle Pass, I would then drop the Zeraoras and replace them with Miraidon EXs. That's the simplest thing. You could replace them with some Regieleki Vs if you have those also. Energies, it had 14 before. I've upped it to 16. Yeah, I want, you know, this deck with Electric Generator, you've got to hit lightning energies with it, and most of the time you need to hit 2 lightning energies or you're going to be in trouble. Just hitting 1 lightning per generator is not enough. So 16, I think, is the number I like to have in the deck because you just need energy. Obviously, you're discarding some with Radiant Greninja and such, or possibly retreating, but that's okay. Energies is what this game's about because of the 4 Electric Generator. Won't go over that, but super, super good there. So what did I put in here? Added a number of trainer cards. So added 2 Super Rod. You should have that, and if not, you definitely want to get that. You shuffle any combination of Pokemon and basic energy up to 3. That is from your discard pile into your deck, so a way to get energies back in the deck, but also those attackers, because we only have the 1 Raikou V, right? And also, say the Regieleki Vs, you can get those, or even the VMAX, we can get those back, so it helps make up for some of the low counts of those cards. We are playing 2 copies of Forest Seal Stone. You will want to get that. Very nice. It's a tool card, and then it gives the V Pokemon that's attached to the Vstar power of Star Alchemy. You get to search your deck for any 1 card, put it into your hand. So very good. We have the Vs in the deck, in the Regieleki and the VMAX, but we have no Vstar, so no Vstar power. So it just helps make the deck that little bit more consistent. I also have put in 3 Beach Court. It does twofold. First, what this stadium does in and of itself, your retreat cost of each basic Pokemon in play is 1 energy less. So Miraidon now has free retreat. Radiant Greninja has free retreat, so that's very good. But also it bumps Path, so that because Path shuts down Radiant Greninja, Path shuts down Miraidon EX, Path shuts down Regieleki VMAX's ability, so we want to be able to bump Path too. So Beach Court Free Retreat, good, and Bump Path, very good there. I've increased the count of Boss, I believe, by 1. Boss is just a good card, so just a 4th one there. Because we have a little bit of engine with Radiant Greninja, but largely we're top decking, so we want to hit Boss. We can get that. Talking of switching cards, the deck used to have 2 rope. We dropped that, and just put in Switch Cart. Your basic Pokemon it switches a basic Pokemon from the active to the bench, and the only evolution Pokemon is the Regieleki VMAX, which already has free retreat. So Switch Cart takes care of retreating needs, and then it gives the added benefit of when you retreat the basic or move the basic from the active to the bench, it heals 30. So get that little bit of healing, which can be helpful in some matchups. And then I added 4 copies of Iono. So a lot of copies of this, but a very nice card. Right, each player shuffles their hand, puts it on the bottom of their deck, draws a card per prize card remaining. Good in the early game. You get 6 new cards. Very happy there. And if you're trailing behind in the game as it goes on, putting your opponent to a small hand is very good. So just a very good card, Iono, from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. And I believe those are all the new cards in the deck, and the deck should function better. Let's take a look and see the deck in action. All right, let's see if we can show off this deck. Hopefully want to show off that these changes I made, these quote upgrades I made, are actually upgrades, right? If I get a Miraidon down on turn 1, I am in very good shape, right? Because then I'm setting up and I'm thinning my deck out of those basic Pokemon, and life is very good at that point. So I go second, not surprising. When your opponent gets to choose, that's usually what happens. But all right, I'm going to put the Zeraora because I want to pivot. So the Zeraora is useful this time, even though I have a switch card. So if I had to put a Miraidon there, it's okay. But give myself the free retreat. All right, Miraidon Mirror, probably up against a better Miraidon build than mine. A lot of Miraidon builds are Flaffies, right? So Raikou, Miraidon, not surprising there. Do they play Regieleki and or Flaffy? So, okay, so 2 Flaffies down. So they're very happy with that. So Flaffies, very, very, I don't know why they attached there, though, because they can't accelerate to the active, right? What am I going to do here? That's one of the questions I ask myself. So on a Miraidon, Raikou. Oh, maybe I should have. Did I have? I don't think I saw Radiant Greninja there. Well, actually, Radiant Greninja wouldn't have shown up. So I'm gonna not leave room for Radiant Greninja. It's a bit scary, but just trying to thin things down here. So I don't take knockout with the Raikou V. So I'm going to attach to the Miraidon. What I need is 2 energies off of Electric Generator, which I did not get. So I just pass here. That's unfortunate. If I attach to, say, like the Regieleki V, I would have retreated another little switching attack. So, but that's a very disappointing turn 1 for me, is what I will say. Iono, that's fine, because obviously I didn't have what I needed there. I need, okay, Forest Seal Stone, really good. Electric Generator, of course, very good. So I'm assuming they knock out my Zeraora, I will send up a Regieleki V, because I will probably evolve one into the VMAX. So they have the easy knockout here. So I can take out their Raikou with my Raikou. So that's a nice deal there. At some point, using the Regieleki V is good because they're going to have to, well, the problem is they 2-shot it still, I think, right? All right, path to the peak. So that's awkward for me. I still set up the Regieleki V, though, because I have my own stadiums. I have Forest Seal Stone as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I want to... All right, so I'm going to attach... Maybe I take the... I'm going to go with the Regieleki V attack. That's what I'm going to go for. So there's 2 energies there in the discard pile. So I'll attach you. I will attach you. I will rod because I need these energies back. I don't need this Zeraora back. I'm going to need... Well, I can get a switch card with my Forest Seal Stone. So I'm guaranteed to be able to switch... All right, I'm going to grab Radiant Greninja. Then with my Forest Seal Stone, I'm going to grab my Stadium for free retreat, and that, which also means I can use Radiant Greninja's ability. Right, so that's the way I'm sequencing this one. Grab the Beach Court, bump the path. I use my ability first. I could get a VMAX into play as well. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the VMAX into play. So let me just look at this. I've got... Okay, so I'm going to get rid of 1 more energy in the research at this point, let's say. Grab this. So my other VMAX is prized. You know, if you had... I think so I'm just going to do my free retreat. Send him up. I could blow him up with the VMAX, but I don't think I want to do that though, do I? So he's doing 100. I think I'm going to make this play. Maybe I made a mistake there, right? Maybe I did. I'm going to wait on the energy because I'd like to get... I'm going to wait on the super rod, which puts back energy. That's what I was thinking in my head. I realized the words I said didn't actually match the thoughts of my brain. Wait on the super rod because I want to top deck something good, right? I may, in fact, I don't know if I play the Iono next turn, if I even use the super rod or not. So they whiffed on their generator. That's good. They have the Flaffy though, so you know they're going to get energy going anyway. Forest Seal Stone, so that's very nice for them. So they're using Forest Seal Stone here, which can be a generator, could be a Flaffy, a number of cards it could be. So Electric Generator, I mean, that's probably what they grab. So another fail, so that's really good for me. So just attaching by hand, so they're not getting things going very well, right? So maybe, are we trading 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't think they get the knockout though, right? Because of my damage reduction, they don't knock me out. So that's very nice. Oh, that does do 200. 1, 2. Oh, they had 5. That's right. I forgot the one on the Miraidon. So that's unfortunate for me. Let's think. So I will probably want to thin things, right? I want to thin things down. Want to get the knockout here. So I will attach here. I'm in a lot of trouble though. I am in a ton of trouble. I could have used the boss to get the knockout of the 2, but that's not really what's going to win this game. So let me Electric Generator. Got 2 energies. That's very nice. So 1 here, 1 here. I could Radiant Greninja. Do I want to do that? I'm just going to attack, I guess. I'm going to retreat. Send him up. Yeah, because he that's fine. I'll draw my card. Don't forget that. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to attack. I could use Ultra Ball to thin. I actually would just thin my hand. I don't have any other Pokemon in deck. So I'm too little too late with this matchup. I got to assume. Right, it's probably a matter of attacking with the VMAX. I could win, right? I attack with the VMAX. Let's see. They have Raikou. They don't have Raichu again, so that's good. They blow up my active. I need to attack with Regieleki VMAX, right? That's what needs to happen. I have 2 electric generators. I have no energies here, so okay, so I have the easy knockout there. And I can't attack with a single prizer. Because so getting judged. All right, that's not ideal. All right, that's pretty good though. I probably want to. All right, I send up the Zeraora. He's got free retreat, so I'm set there. Do I want to get something else in play? I have an electric generator. All right, so I need to hit energies. So I'll just put back 3 energies. Yeah, I'm just going to put back 3 energies. That's it. I want to hit energy here. This is what needs to happen. And I did. So this is why you play 16 energies in the deck, in case you're wondering. It does stuff like that for you. So I have some life in me, and I obviously play Iono. They go down to just 1 card in hand, and they'll draw 1, so they'll have a 2-card hand to start their turn. That's quite nice too. I don't think I want to play the Beach Court, do I? So I send him up. I just attack here, right? Just attack. I do need energy next turn, but I have energy in deck still. I draw 2 cards as well. So, okay. I mean, research probably hits me the energy, right? I have free retreat. I could play Beach Court. We'll see what happens here. Now the tricky part is if I draw energy, I have I can knock out one of their multi-prizers. I have 2 prizes left, so they sent up the Zeraora trying to stall me, right? They can't blow up my Zeraora. So now I have game. I have game in hand. So that judge was amazing for me. I have boss. I have energy. I just retreat into Miraidon, gust up there, Miraidon, boom, game over. I'm pretty sure I now have game. I don't think I will lose there. I don't think I'll lose, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so I don't even know why they made that switch exactly, but I will attach. I will retreat. I will boss. And I will win. Oh, and I didn't, I could have bumped the stadium to get extra damage. I forgot to do that. Should have done that, right? But it didn't matter. So the deck, there we go. Opponent conceded. But I had game, it didn't matter. I obviously was taking the last prizes when they conceded. So the improvements, the changes made to the deck definitely helped in that game. All right, let's see what happens here. Hopefully we get a game that shows something happening. It's been a struggle getting games. Just not consistent deck. The deck is inconsistent, what I'll say. So I definitely brick some setting up. I've been more unlucky than I should have been, I think, with the electric generators, but also then the opponents get unlucky too, or don't play well. So the times when the deck does seem to go often doesn't seem to coordinate with a decent opponent's game, right? And it's very rare you get a game where both players do well. All right, so a mulligan for both of us. Let's see what I get into. So let's see what I'm up against here. Okay, so I will I'll put the Radiant Greninja in the active. Hold on to the Miraidon. All right, so I'm first. So this is good. This is good. And I have Beach Court if I want to make that swing, but I don't know if I do. Okay. And I mean, I would like to have. So one of my V's is prize that I want, right? So I might as well grab this Zeraora to thin the deck. That's the thought there. Let me. I have 2 generators. This is very nice. So there you know I. This is kind of how the day's gone. I think I'm going to close on that because I got some games where it worked, some games it didn't work. Finally, you get the game where I get a couple generators, and then what happens? My opponent concedes before I can even finish my first turn. So sometimes that's just what the day. This is just one of those days, is what I'll say. So look, I do think the upgrade is a plus, and don't be afraid to try it out. And this is one of these days live, and just playing the game is just, I'm chewed up. Sometimes I'm sure you feel like this too. Live's actually worked okay. The game hasn't crashed. It's not that. It's just the randomness of my deck and my opponent's deck, and just very few interesting games along the way. Take care.